is poppin' YouTube? It is your boy, and I apologize for holding you guys out on this build. I know you guys been wanting to see it. I got you guys. This is my Purge DPS build from my montage I just posted. For those who've been interested in hitting hard like I was doing, let's get it. You guys can see my stats are looking nice. I got 8,200 firearms, 2,900 stamina, and 4,200 electronics. The weapon I am using is a lightweight M4 with 25.7k base damage, adept, deadly, and responsive. You can totally switch this up based off your playstyle. If you want to go full-fledged damage, you can get competent with the responsive and deadly. However you want to mix it up. This is just my preference because I like hitting my crits. You can change that up depending on your attachments, however you want to run it, but I am running a C79 scope, extended magazine, small grip rev, and a suppressor. Like I said, that this is the preference part. You can change this based off of what weapon you're comfortable with and how you have your setup, but around the build, it hits no matter what, regardless of how you have it. So the chest piece I'm using is a Barrett's bulletproof vest rolled towards electronics with a 2003 armor cap. With health, enemy armor damage, with electronics mod with health, and a firearms mod with health. The reason I have it rolled towards electronics because since I won't have skill haste with this build, I want to have big heals, and when I have the heals, I want them to count. And since I am running Barrett's, I will have the armor protection when my skills are gone, and I will have damage when one is gone. So I'm able to have different situational benefits while using Barrett's bulletproof vest. You can use Vigorous. Vigorous is also amazing, but I prefer Barrett's in this situation for how this build is set up because I want to be able to shred people as fast as possible while sitting in their face. As you guys can see, the build is a 2-2-2. It's a 2 exotic, 2 high-end, and 2 classified. It is using everything we have up until this point and being able to maximize it. So going into my mask, I have a refresh mask rolled towards firearms with skill power over crit chance. And the reason I did this is because since I will be running pulse sometimes, the skill power also goes towards my crit chance because it helps buff that pulse itself. And it helps me with my heals, and it helps me with whatever situational things with when it comes to if I was to go to skill haste or not. But you can roll crit chance if you want to go full-fledged crit chance and you want to be able to maximize your build in that way. You can do that. But I personally have it for skill power because I want to be able to have the biggest heals possible. Like I said, I don't have skill haste, so this is what I'm going to be using. Going down to my knee pads, this is preference as well. It doesn't really matter. Any classified knee pads you have, roll it towards whatever you want. I have mine based towards firearms with health, and since you can roll 2, this is the easy part of the build. You can get this easy. Just use any of your knee pads and slap them on. The reason I'm using a classified for those who are confused is because it's able to buff the HEXO that we had from 1.6. We all know how powerful HEXO is, and this is like a upgrade of the HEXO. Since we don't really care, I don't really care too much about short bows and nimble, so I'm able to switch out those two. The important parts are the top 4, which is the chest, the mask, the backpack, and the gloves themselves. And the reason I'm using 2 different classified is so I can get the proc from my Skull MC gloves, because if I was to put Lone Star or was to put Ninja Bike, it would immediately disable the benefit from Skull gloves. But going to the backpack, I am still able to use a specialized backpack. We all love specialized. I roll towards firearms so I can get more towards my skill power. It's smarter for me to base my rolls into firearms so I can get extra skill power. Since specialized does that, I'm able to benefit from both instead of just putting all into electronics. I could kind of find a happy medium with it, and it works. Going into my gloves, a Skull MC's gloves, roll for firearms, assault rifle damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage. Nothing new. You guys know Skull MCs are amazing. That's a chunk. That's 14 or 16% damage just raw. So no matter what it is, crit damage, headshot damage, whatever, that's just on top, so we know how effective that is. And of course my holster, roll towards health with high roll stats on classified. Nothing new. Just make sure you have 2 different ones. So the reason this build is so good is because not only do I get the benefit from Barrett's, the damage wise, I get a high pulse since I have 174 skill power. That's pretty good skill power, especially for having 8,200 firearms and breaking over 300k toughness. You see across the board, this build is extremely balanced, and on top of that, I get 30% with my healing when I'm my last segment, which is when, if you're a high level player, you usually pop your heals in your last segment anyway. So it's as if I have 30% more skill power in my healing department, which is why refresh is so vital with this build, because it makes up for skill power that I don't even have. So I can even spec more into firearms and still have a really good heal because of this piece alone. And of course the Barrett's gives me a standing skill power when I don't have anything proc, so that's why I'm at 174. So my first heal off the bat is going to be good regardless, or my first pulse I get a quick buff of 10% in that regard as well. So going into the ability, so you guys can see, you can change between any of the heals. You can see I heal myself for 181,000 plus 30%. That's basically full overheal no matter what. Going into my booster shot, it's 108k. So with another 30%, it's like having an original overdose without the extra buff that I have right now. I'll be able to get full health from no matter where I'm at, regardless, which is why it's so effective, which is why it seems like I just melt people, because I'm able to get my heal all the way back, and by that time they're already melted because I'm hitting extremely hard. You can see if you were to go into my pulse, you can see my pulse, my concealed by itself is hitting for 16.20%. My recon is 18.90, and my damage is at 21% crit damage, and this is on a DPS skill build. Like, it's both, so this is why it's so effective. I prefer, personally, I like conceal because I negate theirs. Most people are running recon right now because they want the crit chance and it's faster, so I can cancel theirs out and have my damage too. A lot of people are leaning away from scrambler. I don't know why. It's really effective, and I think this is like the new wave, especially with this kind of build. And my talents, of course, is all preference, but of course you have to have critical save and strike back necessity. I personally like on the move because when I melt them, I get an extra buff of toughness, plus when my Barrett's procs itself, that's like double. So I'm actually like feeling like a tank while being able to melt, while having a good heal. And one is done, of course, to maximize DPS. So that's pretty much it, you guys. For those who've been itching for the build, this is it. I don't see any other way to run it. It'll be pointless to take away refreshed or the gloves, whatever. You have to have knee pads and holster, because those are the two least important things, unless you're super addicted to short bows. I love short bows, but I'm not addicted to it over refresh or over the gloves or over Barrett's or over the backpack. But if you want to, you can, however you like it. But if you want to run it, it is a 2-2-2. So remember this: it's Barrett's, specialized, refreshed, skull MCs, and 2 classified. It doesn't matter which 2, just make sure they're not the same. So hopefully you guys enjoy, man. I really do enjoy this build. Let me get into the specs so you guys can see that my crit chance is at 8%, my crit damage is at 111, headshot 80%. You can see my enemy armor damage is pretty high. Everything is pretty good, man. Only thing that I say that this build lacks is skill haste, but I mean, you can't have everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm tanky, I'm able to dish out damage, and I'm able to heal myself. So I don't need skill haste in this regard. I'm able to survive long enough. You see 221k health with this high of firearms and that high of skill power, man. This build is amazing, bro. You guys try it out. Let me know what you think about it. I love it. Dude, I've been having so much fun with it. It is annoying to get if you don't have the classified pieces, but you know what I'm saying. Nimble replace and skull short bows replace, and you got yourself the demigod build. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Your boy is out, man. Peace.
Get shredded. Oh, that's a lot. Rip! I got hit with a grenade.
Bravo's ours.
I'm hitting 60. Gotta be more at least. Damn, I haven't got one full kill. Yeah, you're taking all my kills. Oh. Oh, what the? There's a guy behind me the whole time.
Alpha is now neutral.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Bravos, confirm neutral.
Get a heal.
Yeah. Dude's a one shot. Oh! Didn't miss any shot from that guy.
You can now access point multiplier.
Oh, damn. We got a lot right here. Candace?
Score one for us.